Welcome everyone, Farmer Cop here. This is going to be the top 10 mods of the week. This is for last week, and these mods are all for all platforms, so everyone should be happy here. Make sure you guys are rating your mods 5 out of 5 stars when you go ahead and download them. It does go to help support the modders. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and get started. I will say this, there were not a lot of mods that got released last week, so some of these mods have lower ratings than I typically put in here, but regardless of that, these are all very good mods, and I think you guys will enjoy them. So let's go ahead and just check them out. All right, for number 1 this week, we have the Samson SGTGX. This is by Smetty. This is 15.25 megabytes to download for all platforms, currently rated 4.6 out of 5 stars with 39 people having rated it. This is a pack that includes the Samson TGX and the SG28 TGX for the Class 0 and saddle track, and the SG28 for the Class 0 and 3000, 4000, and 5000. So there's 2 different configurations, and both of them are great. It'll hold 28,000 liters of either slurry or digestate. It weighs 2.5 tons, and it is going to run you between $142,000 and $162,000, depending on what kind of configurations you have. So a really well done, really well detailed slurry tank. So you gotta make sure you guys go ahead and check this out. All right, for number 2 this week, we have the Agro Vector 37.7. This is by Spyco. This is 15.66 megabytes to download for all platforms, currently rated 4.4 out of 5 stars, with 38 people having rated it. This thing starts out at $73,000, has different specifications available, such as the horsepower and everything like that. You can also do beacon lights, fender options, openable doors are available on it if you were on PC. It has a lot of different cool configurations and a lot of different tire configurations for you, but regardless of that, if you are a Deutz fan, this is a really good looking little telehandler for you guys to use on your farm. So make sure you guys check this thing out. And for number 3 this week, continuing on, we have the Agromaz Falcon 3 Plus. This is by JMZ. It is 12.59 megabytes to download for all platforms, currently rated 4.8 out of 5 stars, with 28 people having rated it. This thing's only going to cost you $20,000 to buy, which is not bad considering this is a 4.5 meter planter. And again, it's going to do all your basic planter crops such as sugar beets, corn, sunflowers, that sort of thing, all that good stuff. It does require 130 horsepower to run, and it will run at 10 kilometers per hour, and it can configure the wheels. It also has the nice little ridge markers on the side, so if you like using those, you can use those on this thing right here. So there you guys go. That is the Agromaz Falcon 3 Plus. For number 4 this week, we have the Massey Ferguson 3700 AL series. This is by Stefan NB2. It is 9.61 megabytes to download for all platforms, and it's currently rated 4.9 out of 5 stars with 28 people having rated it. Now, I do want to hop in the store and show you some cool things with this because there's a lot of cool customizations for this. Let's go ahead and hop into the store. So here we are in the store. You can see the starting price is $43,000, 75 to 100 horsepower, runs at 27 miles per hour. As we go into here, though, we can go to design ideas. So you have standard, you have the mean machine, which is what I chose out there. You also have the silver elegance, the green venom, which I think all these are really cool, honestly, and then back to standard there. And again, you can customize all sorts of things and all sorts of colors, license plates, wheel setup, beacons, attachers, all that good stuff. And again, you can get this thing up to 100 horsepower if you'd like to. So there you guys go. That is the Massey Ferguson 3700 AL series by Stefan MB2. A really cool tractor. I think it has really cool customizations on it. All right, for number 5, we have something really unique and I actually think is really cool. This is the TWolf Agri Power. This is by MTL Modding Team. It is 9.24 megabytes to download and for all platforms. And I think a lot of people skipped right over this because I don't think they truly understood what it was. And this thing is rated 4.6 out of 5 stars with 27 people having rated it. But this is a really cool piece of equipment right here. This thing can do farm work, transport work, all that sort of stuff. It runs at 61 kilometers per hour. That's its top speed, which is awesome. And it has 700 horsepower, which is awesome. So a ton of power on this thing, and it is only $199,500 to buy, which I know $200,000 does seem like a lot, but when you think about how much a 700 horsepower tractor would cost you, it's going to be over double that $200,000 price tag essentially there. So this is a really good deal in terms of getting something with a lot of power that actually works really quick and can turn on a dime just because it's running on tracks like it is. So there you guys go. That is the TWolf Agri Power by MTL Modding Team. Continuing on to our first building for this week, we have the Southern Brazil Wood House in 6th place. This is this is by Jean FS. It is 12.61 megabytes to download for all platforms, currently rated 4.9 out of 5 stars with 34 people having rated it. Inside of it, it does have a sleep trigger and a wardrobe trigger. It has a nice little silo you can kind of barely see over the top and the back. Nice little satellite dish, some really good details on it, and you can go inside and wander around. It's got a couple different rooms, and it's honestly just really well done, and I think it'd be a good house that even if you're not on a Brazilian map, I think that this would fit in on a lot of farms. And this thing only costs $20,000 to purchase, and it does have animated doors and windows. So a really cool unit. So there you guys go. That is the Southern Brazil Woodhouse by Jean FS. For number 7 this week, we have the Massey Ferguson 5650. This is a harvester by Holz FS and Wagner Giacomosi. I'm probably saying that wrong, so I do apologize. This is 54.40 megabytes to download, which is quite a big download, but there's a lot of good detail on this thing, so it makes sense. This is for all platforms and is currently rated a whopping 5 out of 5 stars, with 46 people having rated it, making it our highest rated mod of the week. This thing has a couple of different configurations and a couple different options in the pack, so we're gonna go ahead and hop in the store and take a look at that. So in the store here we have all the different things it comes with. So again, you have the harvester here, which has a lot of different configurations. You can do wheel setup, which has all sorts of different crazy things on it. Stickers, cabins, you can do all sorts of crazy things in here if you'd like to. And I mean, you can do that, 4x4, 4x2. I love that. That looks just fantastic. And you do the crazy cutter wheels in the back or the rice wheels in the back there. So really like that setup. Doesn't have a ton of power, but really cool harvester. And even with all these configurations that we've adjusted, which have added quite a bit of cost to it, I mean, the base price is like $45,000, so it's not going to cost you a lot to use this thing. It does have a 5.8 meter grain header in the pack and a 4.6 meter corn and sunflower header for the corn header there in the pack as well. And again, those are not very pricey to buy those. And if you want, it has its own header trailer that comes in the pack as well. But there you guys go. That is the Massey Ferguson 5650 by Holz FS and Wagner Giacomosi. A very well done mod and deserves that 5 out of 5 star rating. So make sure you guys go check this thing out. All right, for number 8 this week, we have the Improvised Animal Sheds. These are by Disturbed Simulations, 2.07 megabytes to download, so very small download. And these are for all platforms, currently rated 4.8 out of 5 stars with 25 people having rated it. There is a sheep shed, a pig shed, and a cow shed in this pack. I believe that's all the ones that are in this pack here. They don't hold a ton of animals, but it's kind of cool because they're pretty compact and pretty straightforward to use. So you can see here, I think this is, I want to say this is a sheep shed that I put out here. So you have your pallet spawning space on the left-hand side there. You have your animal trigger, then you have your food that goes on the inside. Don't have to provide them water, just as with all sheds in Farming Simulator 22, you don't have to provide them water, which is fantastic. But yeah, really kind of a unique design to some sheds here, and I think these are pretty cool. So an improvised animal shed. And the reason they're called that is because basically you're taking a vehicle shelter and turning it into an animal shed. So I like it. It kind of gives you some ability to do some role play. And role play, you know, repurposing a shed or something along those lines. But there you guys go. This is the Improvised Animal Sheds by Disturbed Simulations. And last week was a good week for Deutz products because in number 9 we have the Deutz Agrostar 4.61 to 4.71 series. This is by DB Modding. It is 10.13 megabytes to download for all platforms. Currently rated 4.5 out of 5 stars with 56 people having rated it. This thing is going to run you around $40,000 to buy, depending on your configurations. It has 88 to 100 horsepower, again, depending on your configurations, and will run in the max speed of 43 kilometers per hour. Yeah, which is awesome. And you have a ton of different wheel configurations. You can configure the lights, beacons, front weights, and front hydraulics. You can also do a front loader if you'd like to, or front fenders, or not front fenders if you wanted to. I do have front fenders on this version, as you can see out there, but a lot of customization for nice, kind of older school Deutz tractors. So really cool mod. But there you guys go. That's the Deutz Agrostar 4.61, 4.71 series. And last for this week, but definitely not least, we have the International 46 Series pack for number 10. This is by WolfX Modding and White Bull Modding, which White Bull Modding is a legend, if you don't know that already. This thing is 15.07 megabytes to download and is for all platforms. Currently rated only 3.9 out of 5 stars with 226 people having rated it. I put it in here because it had a lot of people that had downloaded it and rated it based on the rating we got there. It didn't get as high of a rating as I would have expected, but it has a lot of really good features on it, and I'm honestly surprised because typically you guys go crazy for older school tractors. So it does have a 4-wheel drive and 2-wheel drive version. I have the 4-wheel drive version out here. You can do wide tires or not. You can do a cab configuration or not. You can do all sorts of different customizations on this. So it is a very customizable international tractor, which I think is awesome and one of my favorite brands. So really cool to see that in there. But there you guys go. That is the International 46 Series. And with that, that is our top 10 mods of the week. If you guys enjoyed this video, please drop a like down below. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button up on the screen to join the Farmer Cop channel and turn on your notification bell so you don't miss any future videos I may post. This has been Farmer Cop. Thank you guys for coming and for watching. See you guys in the next one.